name is Camille and I am the founder of the Float Spa in Hove. Welcome to your virtual float consultation where I offer some tips and advice to get the most out of your experience. So this is what one of our float rooms looks like. There'll be a float tank in the middle of the room. There's a little seating area with a table with a few items on for you. You have your own private shower with toiletries in it as well, and there's a towel on the towel rail for you. So when you come into the room, we recommend that you take a shower before you get into the float tank. We provide you with some silicone earplugs. These are just for comfort to prevent any water from going inside your ears when you're floating. To put them in, all you do is roll them in a little ball in your hand and just insert them into the outer part of your ear. You don't need to insert them inside the ear canal. Now the trick with the earplugs is to put them in before you take your shower. It feels a little bit strange showering with earplugs in, but it means that you get a proper seal around your ears, so therefore no water seeps inside when you're floating. If you have any cuts or grazes that you know about, because there's so much salt in the water, it can throb. And we provide you with a papaya-based ointment that just acts as a barrier on the surface just to prevent any throbbing sensation. And you'll find both of these items on the table for you. So none of our float tanks have a locking system. So when you are ready to get in, all you need to do is lift up the lid. It's your choice how to get in. You can either sit down on the edge or you just lift your legs over. And when you are ready, the handle is here above your head just to lower it down. You don't need to float with the lid down. The choice is yours, but it does feel really nice. Your optimal float conditions are light off and lid down, but we are aware on first visit that might be a little bit daunting. So I'd say leave the lid open if you want to, but may just try to have it down to see what that feels like. You can always open it very easily afterwards. We recommend when you get in, when your hands get all wet, is try not to touch your face. Because there's so much salt in the water, it stings your eyes and tastes disgusting. So we have a spray bottle on the side, which has just got fresh water in it, just help freshen up your face. And all you need to do is just spray your face and let the salt dissolve. Now, we recommend that you lay with your head at this end. So if at any point you want to get out, you just touch the lid and it opens really easily. Because you will lay facing with your legs in that way, there are two buttons in the pod, two black buttons. The one on the left-hand side is the light switch. It has a little light icon above it, so just to help identify it. We don't turn the light off, the choice is yours whether to have the light on or off. We've got the blue light on at the moment. To turn this blue light off, all you would do is push the black button in and it would switch the light off for you. If you push the button in again, it would bring the light back on. We have the same style button on the right-hand side, which is the call button. So if you need anything, just push the button in and one of the team will come and knock on the door to make sure you're okay. So when you get used to the fact that your body is so buoyant. Your legs just float up. It's always what to do with your arms and your shoulders. Don't feel the need to lay rigid with your arms to the side. Try different positions, explore a little bit. A really good position, which I like, is my arms just above my head or to the side of my head, because it allows your shoulders to drop into the water. We hold so much tension in our neck and our shoulders, so being able to allow your shoulders to drop in makes the relaxation process much easier. If you find your neck starts to hurt, it's probably because you're holding your head out of the water. So we provide something called a neck halo, and that just sits the back of your head like that, just to provide an extra level of support. You don't need the neck halo, but for some, and it does feel a lot more comfortable using it, you'll find this hanging on the outside of the pod. So when you are in, and you've found the position or you're exploring with your positions, your mind might start to chatter. I call it a data download. It's just your brain's way of rapidly relaxing. Think about all the thoughts that's going on in your personal life, everything that's just happened before you've got here, and all those things start whirring around in your brain. My advice on that is try not to consciously control your thoughts. The more that you fight with your thoughts and force the relaxation, the longer it will take. If you can do some meditation in there, or if a basic practice is just whatever thought comes to mind, just try to watch it and visualize it and let it go. Because your brain and your mind will stop and calm down. Everyone is very different. It may take 5 minutes, it might take 45 minutes, but when it does calm, and that's when the real relaxation does kick in. So when you're ready and you're inside the pod, one of the team will press start for you. And the session starts with 10 minutes, roughly 10 minutes of relaxing music. And we say the term music loosely. It's sounds, it's like beach sounds, like very calming, relaxing music. And then after a few minutes, the music will be turned off and it is complete silence. At the end of the session, the same music comes back on and you have 5 minutes of the music coming on the second time. So you know you've got 5 minutes to come out. You don't need to rush when you hear the music for the second time. Come back into the room slowly, take your time. Whenever you're all finished inside the pods, when the music finishes, we just ask that you shut the lid. Because at the end of the session, the cleaning system takes place and it whirs the water around. It can be quite noisy for about 15 minutes after the end of every person. When you're finished in the pod, make sure you take a thorough shower afterwards because there's so much salt in the water. Some key points for you. You do want to make sure that you switch off your phone and go to the bathroom because you don't want any distractions when you're floating. You may want to remove any of your jewellery because it may tarnish in the water. And my final bit of advice is, in each of the rooms, the lights are on sensors. So after a few minutes, they go out. If you have the light off inside the pod and the light goes off in the room, it is complete darkness for you. But if you have a shower and you take a few minutes in your shower and the lights go off, all you need to do is just wave your arms around and then the lights come back on for you. So that's the end of your virtual float consultation, and I very much look forward to meeting you in person. Thank you.